We present PERSE, a method for building an animatable personalized generative avatar from a reference portrait. We introduce the goal of PERSE. Given a single reference portrait image, our method generates an animatable 3D personalized avatar. The avatar offers disentangled and editable control over facial attributes. This approach enables precise customization while maintaining the identity. We present rendering results where the identity is preserved while simultaneously modifying the beard, facial expression, and head pose. Similarly, we present rendering results where the hair, facial expression, and head pose are simultaneously modified while preserving the identity. Lastly, we present rendering results where the hat, facial expression, and head pose are simultaneously modified. We explain the method of PERSE. This is an overview of our method. From left to right, we explain synthetic dataset generation, avatar training, and attribute transfer. Each image represents the results or renderings of the respective stages. First, we explain the synthetic dataset generation. In this step, given a reference portrait image, the goal is to create a 2D monocular synthetic dataset. We present 4 examples of synthetic dataset samples. To create the synthetic dataset, we perform attribute-edited portrait image generation. Synthesized images are generated from the reference portrait image and text prompts. We demonstrate how to generate portrait images with different hairstyles while preserving the identity of the reference portrait image. First, we generate a hair mask from the reference portrait image using an off-the-shelf segmentation network, the Sapiens model. Second, we use the estimated mask image in the original portrait image to generate an image with the flux in painting model, transforming the person's hairstyle to a shortcut style while preserving the identity. This step is essential to remove possible artifacts from large initial hairstyle. Third, we obtain 2D facial key points from the reference portrait image using the DW pose model. Fourth, we generate an attribute image using a text-to-image model with ControlNet. This process creates a mask image aligned with the input text prompts and the reference face pose. Fifth, we use the Sapiens model once again to extract hair masks from both the shortcut image and the attribute image. Then we combine the 2 generated masks to obtain the final mask region to edit. Finally, using the generated final mask image and the shortcut image, we employ the flux in painting model to synthesize the attribute edited image. This process generates a synthesized image from the original portrait image that aligns with the text prompt while preserving the reference identity. Next, we create 2D animated portrait videos using the generated edited portraits using our Portrait Champ. Portrait Champ takes a reference image with normal and animates it using a motion sequence consisting of predefined normal rendering, depth rendering, and 2D key points of head. With these inputs, Portrait Champ generates a 2D animated portrait video. We present an example of an animated portrait video with an edited beard. The normal of the synthesized attribute edited portrait image are obtained using the Sapiens model. We show a 2D animated portrait video with a modified hairstyle. We present a 2D animated portrait video with an added hat. We generated our synthetic dataset consisting of almost 1,000 attribute-edited videos using our methods for attribute-edited portrait image generation and animated portrait video generation. We introduce our method for training a 3D Gaussian splatting avatar using the synthetic dataset. We obtain the 3D Gaussian parameters of the avatar using the edited portrait, text prompt, and flame parameters as inputs. These parameters are rendered using the 3D Gaussian splatting rasterizer. The avatar model is trained with a reconstruction loss using the 2D animated portrait video from the synthetic dataset as a ground truth. We introduce a fine-tuning method to ensure high-quality samples during latent code interpolation and random sampling. First, we select a pair of samples from the edited portraits and pass them through a frozen latent encoder along with their corresponding text prompts to generate each latent code. Next, we do linear interpolation between the two latent codes to obtain interpolated latent codes. Using these interpolated latent codes, we generate interpolated renderings of avatars with 3D Gaussian splatting. In parallel, we generate 2D interpolated images to optimize the interpolated renderings using Diffmorpher. To achieve this, we select the same pair from the synthetic dataset and fine-tune a 2D diffusion model following Diffmorpher to create realistic and smooth 2D interpolated images. These 2D interpolated images are then used to optimize the interpolated renderings. We apply the loss only to the subpart region of the generated 3D Gaussian splatting rendering and the 2D interpolated sample, updating only the avatar network. This loss helps the model align the interpolation weight alpha in Diffmorpher with the alpha in our latent space, resulting in smooth and natural interpolation. Additionally, we introduce a method for transferring facial attributes from in-the-wild images using our avatar model. To add a new attribute without disrupting the learned subjects, we incorporate LoRa layers into our avatar model and fine-tune only these layers. To ensure that only the target attribute, in this case hair, is transferred, we apply the loss exclusively to the subpart region. This approach enables the attributes to be seamlessly transferred to our avatar and integrated into our latent space. Now we present the results of our method PERSE. Here we compare the results with unseen pose of the baseline in our method. The renderings show avatar with changes in the beard attribute. Our method shows the highest quality rendering in unseen poses. Similarly, our method shows the best results among the baselines with different hairstyle. Lastly, our method also demonstrates the best results for changes in the hair attribute. Our method also demonstrates the best results for changes in the hat attribute. Here we show more rendering results of our avatar model. Here are the unseen pose rendering results for avatars generated from new reference individuals. We show that our model's interpolated latent codes generate realistic, high-quality avatars with smoothly interpolated attributes. Here are additional rendering results from latent code interpolation. We present the results of transferring facial attributes from in the wild images. As shown here, the transferred attributes are well rigged to the avatar and are capable of rendering novel poses. Next, we demonstrate that interpolation between the transferred attribute also produces natural, high-quality avatars. Thank you for watching.